Well, hello again. Haven't been on here for quite a few days. It's the 26th of January, day after Robbie Burns' birthday. That was yesterday. I think the last post I did was about the 17th. Not quite sure. To check that. I've been doing bits of practice in between, fairly steadily. And one of the reasons I haven't been posting every day is there's been not that much progression. I've definitely gone up to that bit where your progress starts to slow down. But I think it's still getting better. There are days when I try it, I think it's just worse than when I first tried to play it. It's just, everything seems to have unscrambled in my head and it's not working at all. And I'll practice it for about 10-15 minutes and then give up. I think that's terrible. Then I'll come back to it a couple of hours later and it's got a bit better again. So, just to remind you all, there are two exercises, well it's three now actually, that I'm doing. One of them is an 8-note figure going around the cycle of fifths. So it takes you through all of the 12 iterations, 11 actually, isn't it? You come back to it. The other one is a series of descending 4-note phrases, which is just awkward for me. So I'll do that one first. I need to use the music still for this one. I did say way back that I find it very difficult to memorize this sequence of descending notes. I'm going to stand over here because I'm going to post up there what the notes are that I'm playing, just to make it a bit easier for it to make sense for you. So here goes on this exercise. So that's an awful lot better than it was to begin with, no doubt about that, but you see I keep getting caught out a little bit in the middle and just make a mistake and I kind of just don't get it fluent. It's not always the same place either. Try it again. But it's definitely better, no doubt about that. So that's the one I do, which I have to use the dots for. Turn that way to show that I'm not using the dots on this one. I'll point over here anyway. So this one's much more difficult. Yeah, still struggling with that one. Anyway, I've decided that that's just going to be my daily warm-up exercise. So I'm just going to keep doing that one forever, really. It's quite good. It takes you literally around all the combinations. Of course, what I'm realising is why it's so difficult is that, say one phrase that you do, for example, is, that's the opening one. And then a few bars later, because of the cycle, you're then onto, so it's a semitone higher. So it's that closeness of them, they're very similar but just slightly different, and then it goes shortly after that you're up there. So that's what makes it so difficult, because it just, literally you're going up and down the semitones. One of the ways I've been practicing it is just to take the 8 and do it repeatedly round and round, try and get it faster and faster and smoother and smoother. But you've got to watch that, because every now and so often you'll drop a note and just go, there you go. Just because it's easier to go back up to that same one. It's these little awkward intervals that make this a really difficult exercise. Anyway, to finish it all off, I'm going to play tune. I don't quite know why I thought about this. This is a song that my old mate Eddie, trombone player, introduced me to a million years ago when we were back up in Aberdeen. And it was a fabulous arrangement for 10 trombones by a guy called Tutti Camerata. If you get a chance to Google that, Tutti Camerata's 10 trombones, 4 brothers, that's the song. Wonderful arrangement. Obviously there's only one saxophone here, so I'm going to go at this. It's actually quite tricky. I never tried to play it all these years ago. I just started, don't know why it made me think about it. Some of the phrases are similar to the patterns that I'm doing in these exercises. And sure enough, when I started playing it, I thought, bloody hell, this is difficult, can't cope with it. So this is getting better as well, but it's also nice to play because it's got a tune. Here we go. Four brothers. Needs a lot of work yet. See you next time.